Good morning, students. Today we are going to start the topic, the decline of Indian textile industries. So after the Industrial Revolution, there was decline in the textile industries of India. There were various causes which resulted in the textile industry declining in India. So here we have got some of the causes which resulted in the decline of the textile industries. Here we can see the first factor is after Industrial Revolution, Britain started producing machine-made textile that were cheaper and of a far better quality than the textile that were made by the hand. That means the machine-made textiles which were produced by the Britain, they were far better. They were of a very much better quality than the textile that were produced by the Indian, that were the handmade textile. So this was the one factor which resulted in the textile decline of the Indian textile industry. The second reason is the Charter Act of 1813. The Charter Act that was passed in 1813. What happened is that it ended the monopoly of EEIC. So what happened is that after the Charter Act was passed in 1813, what happened is it ended the monopoly of EEIC and threw the Indian market open for all the manufacturing units which were there in the Europe. So they could come to India and they could sell their goods, they could sell their textiles in the Indian market without any hindrance. The next thing is the Indian textile industries did not have advantage of mechanization nor the factory system. So the next major factor is that the Indian textile industry, they did not have any mechanized system nor the factory system. The textiles were produced at the home. It was not mechanized based or neither the work was done in a factory. It was the handloom system. The textiles were made in each and every homes. Now, the other factor is by the beginning of 19th centuries, English made cloth textiles successfully outsetted Indian goods from their traditional market in Africa, Asia, as well as America and Europe. English and European companies stopped buying Indian goods and their agents no longer gave advances to weavers to secure supply. So what happened is, before the 19th century, whatever the traders were there, they used to give advances to the, we can say that weavers as well as the person who used to grow the cotton. Then the weaver and these person used to take these advantages and used to either grow the cotton or make their textiles. Now as they did not get the advances from the suppliers, and further we can say that machine textile had set their market in Europe. The Indian textiles were not being, we can say that, imported by the countries like Europe, America, Africa and Asia. The Indian textiles suffered a lot. The reason they did not get the, we can say that, market, or they did not get the person to buy their goods. So this also resulted in the decline of the Indian textile industry. The next is the colonization and conquest of India by the British resulted in destruction of Indian textile through the process of deindustrialization. Okay, so what happened is that as the colonization, India was colonized by the British, it resulted in destruction of Indian textile industries by the Britishers by the process of deindustrialization. The next thing is the British government adopted certain corrosive policies which affected the Indian textile industries. The company's agent forced the Indian farmers to cultivate cotton and sell it to them at a cheap rate. the company also made it compulsory for weavers to register with the company and do nothing independently. So, as after the colonization, the British adopted a corrosive policy, means the policy which completely destroyed the market, which completely destroyed the weavers. The thing that they made, the corrosive policies they made was that whatever production they have to do, whatever cotton they have to grow, first they have to get the registration with the British, and then they could grow the cotton. And they had only to sell the cotton to the British and at a very low price. And they could not do anything independently without the permission of the company. The next thing that happened is the destruction of the many Indian princely states and the loss of the royal patronage proved to be a major setback to the textile industries. As the Indian ruling class lost the... So the next thing what happened is that as the we can say that the farmers, they used to get the patronage from the other rulers for growing cotton and all. As the British acquired them, they did not get any patronage, any help from the rulers. So it also resulted in the downfall of the cotton textile industries, and whoever were the craftsmen and we can say that the farmers, they had to stop the making clothes and the other things, and they have to move in search of the other work so that they can earn their livelihood. The next point is in Britain, when the traditional artisans, so what happened, what was the next thing is that in Britain, when the industrial revolution was done, the artisans, they were given job or the work in the factories so that they can earn their livelihood. But in India, no such steps were taken. So the Indian textile industries
continue.
So what happened is that as the European, they gave the jobs to the work, we can say that artisans, they received the job in the factories. But in India, no such, we can say that steps were taken, and the artisans and all, they were jobless and they had to migrate to the cities or other places for the other jobs. Now, the decline of the iron and steel industries, I will start it tomorrow. Thank you.